Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Nora Seroussi Show. Today we are talking about celebrity lifestyle. So who do I have with me? You know Eduard Irimia, who is the super promoter, super producer. And we have our celebrity guest, Nicolae.
Krilovici.
I'm always afraid because I hate when people mispronounce my name, so I would prefer you say it very clear.
Yes. Krilovici.
And I found out some very interesting things about you. And I want the people to hear about it because I didn't know some of the things you're doing.
Yes.
Welcome, gentlemen. How are we doing?
Thank you very much again for your invitation. And as we discussed before a few editions last weeks, our venture with the Dream Makers Agency is to discover new talents, new entrepreneurial skills, to develop it and promote it globally. So as I met my friend Nicolae Krilovici as one of the most famous European, I can call it dental aesthetic, expert, I told him about our project actually with the celebrities and discovering the regional talents. And I think one of the important things, exactly how you advise some of the people as a life coach, and some of the styling is important also how you behave and how you arrive in the entertainment business.
Especially when you smile.
Yeah, so,
that's one of the first things people see.
So I explained him about the concept, and I challenged him somehow to come as an expert in this venture, to have different people from different activities, and not only my side is going to be to bring him a little bit let's say in the Hollywood radar, because there you have a lot of celebrities, and if they will see what kind of things he's preparing as a new trend in the dental aesthetics, he's going to be an amazing input on the global map, with some of the new things he's going to explain us later. So I think we better let him to present himself.
I'm intrigued. I want to hear about this.
Better I will let Nicolae to present himself.
Surprise me.
As a portfolio a little bit behind how he started.
How I started? Well, the story is shortcut. I'm coming from Romania, and I went to Germany about almost 40 years ago. I lived there more than 20 years. Then I came back to Romania. And when I came back to Romania, it was in the beginning of, let's say, more or less higher dentistry in aesthetics. And I had the opportunity doing only aesthetics and parodontology in Germany. I had the opportunity here to start doing full ceramic restorations, which were in that time something very special. People didn't know very much about that, and they didn't know how to do it well. So I started with this, one of the first, if not the first. And until now I remained in Romania, and I'm working only for certain persons who want and accept my, let's say, conditions, from aesthetics to financial, let's say like that. And this story came to a point where I was looking for something special, also in dentistry, because everything was in a way too familiar. And I had an idea, and this idea I will present you now, and I will tell you now for the first. The idea and the special thing is that I found a solution how to make for the people who want to have something special in their mouth, to paint everything they want. Well, it has to be in a certain dimension, because we have to use the dimension of the crowns, to paint something on the crowns which they will get then, and they will wear then in their mouth. So I can paint something what they desire, and this paint will last forever on the crowns, which, like I said,
a tattoo on the crown?
It's like a tattoo on the crown.
Oh, but I've never heard of that.
It could be gold, could be different special materials.
Like if I want a unicorn.
Yes.
You can put a unicorn.
I can put a unicorn.
Cool. Different.
Yeah.
You told me it's different.
Yeah.
No, it's unique.
It is very unique. I never even heard of this. Wow. How did you come up with that technology?
Well, I don't know. I don't know very well when I had the idea, but it's very fresh. And it was like I said, I was looking for something special because everybody is doing dentistry. Everybody says he's the best in aesthetics or something. But this is more or less also art. And I combine the art of people who can paint on ceramic and the technology and the aesthetics and the medicine of dental aesthetics.
Okay, I've never heard of anything like this. So for me, this is like mind-blowing. Fantastic.
Yeah.
You want to go first?
Yeah. Okay, so the idea is, if you remember, I don't know if some of your viewers saw the last show with when I mentioned about Augustine watchmaker. You remember
yes,
that?
With
And
the
we got Castanieri from London as a custom tailor. So at once, let's say at a certain level, we'll be able, as a Dream Makers agency, to have a full team of experts and to have some special meetings with the celebrities or people. I'm not speaking about only celebrities. I'm speaking about people with what they want to achieve, something in their lifestyle, and to have something special. To have like a custom weekend, for example, to be in London for 3-4 days, and they will meet the watchmaker. So like they can have like a special memory for life. Because when I saw the amazing pictures with this kind of crowns, where you can put your name, you can put your think about marriage. When you have the both sides, they can wear like a special private things. I mean, like nobody can see it. You can be even on the other side of the tooth. I mean, it's not necessary to show it as the rappers. They do that with the diamonds and
do it the grills and all that.
So we could be something like intimate. We can be something like a little bit private. Not necessarily to be like aesthetics to be seen. Could be like a symbolistic somehow.
Okay.
To have like your own
the
symbol.
diamond industry is going to cry because you've just taken out the wedding rings. And now you're suggesting the couples get matching teeth or something.
Yeah,
is that what I'm getting?
Yeah. This could be one of the plans.
Yeah.
But okay, we can also take it in that direction. I just want to tell you something. The reason we said celebrities and dentists, because usually people watch what the celebrities are doing, and they follow.
Yeah,
okay, that's exactly where you get the exposure.
Yeah.
Because when they see, I don't know if Rihanna puts it or Pink or somebody, everybody pays attention to it, and it starts a trend. So you're actually a trendsetter.
Yeah, we can start a trend.
I should have called it
Yes.
trendsetter. Okay, now you tell me.
I agree with that.
You like that, huh?
I like it, yeah.
Okay,
because it's
I like it too.
Yeah, because I think it's something special. You can paint almost everything. You can put it on the inside, so not everybody can see it. But if somebody wants to be even cooler, he can have it on the outside of the crown, which is at the visibility of people.
First of all, I don't know how much it costs, but if I'm going to do it, I want to make sure everybody sees it.
Okay.
That's me. I will not put it on the inside. I will smile like this all day long.
So you have a unicorn.
So everybody will say, "Oh, look at your teeth." What is? But then I'm afraid, what if somebody wants to come really close and go, like, how big can you make it and how far? And then like what? Or somebody might say you have something on your tooth, which would be extremely embarrassing.
It depends, because they ask this baby first, but if you see the paintings, you will see there is a difference. So the difference makes your mind. If something remains on the tooth, normally remains between the teeth, not on the surface, which
Correct,
is
you
seen.
have something stuck in between.
So they will look and see, oh, this is something special, what is there? And then when they look from closer, then they will see what you have there. And it can be everything.
I have to tell you, I think this Nicolae is so cool. I mean, Edward mentioned a little bit about you doing some very special things, unique, but this is extraordinary. I never heard of it. I didn't even know you could do it. And you do, like, it's not a trade secret. You do it with it can't be laser, it must be with some kind of ink or something?
No, it's a color. Like you can color on ceramic or porcelain cups or something like that.
Like Wagner art, how they do their
art,
porcelain.
yes.
It's beautiful.
And with these people we will work.
Oh, yeah?
And
they have artists,
special artists, yes. Yeah. It's my idea. They will rise this technique at the highest levels, and we can make this, like I said.
And what is important, what I understood as a business plan, that he's got the advantage to be like European-wide. I mean, having a German license, being also in Romania, he can be also in Dubai. I mean, it's like outside of Europe. I mean, so it's like a wide coverage. So he can be like a custom dental aesthetic coming special in the weekend for a celebrity.
I think people are going to call him.
Yeah, yeah. So
around,
he's going to
who
travel.
knows, in Monte Carlo, someone's going to see this and say, you know what? I want to have my. I know what I know what he's going to put. I'm sure it's an SK.
SK.
I already know what you're going to put.
I will put my fighters, maybe the champion. I will give them a prize.
SK.
Who's going to be the champion? Is going to get the diamond SK on the front.
It's
teeth.
possible, even that. Yes.
Anything is possible. We always talk about that.
Yeah, and another thing important, what I like from his portfolio and as an ideas, because he got also brainstorming in different things. He mentioned me that a few years ago he got a project for few edition, like a dental police, like a fashion police is existing already globally.
Yeah.
And think about that, we can push him somehow to the Hollywood experience to give some comments in some major red carpet events. I mean, the people, they will be afraid or they'll be happy to be seen in this kind of comments.
I think that would be something.
For a TV show, I think it's going to help, because you saw that, what is the name of the show in the ETV? It's a famous show with surgeons, with plastic surgery. Yeah, there are two guys.
Two guys, yes.
Like you know the show? When they speak about only about the latest technology and everything about regarding surgeons,
people are very touchy about their teeth. And in certain countries, very touchy. Okay? I know when I lived in England, because I'm reading the reports of how the kids are having so many cavities, and the dental health in general is very poor there. I notice it's actually better here, and obviously in a country like Canada where you grew up, it's very important, and America. And it's a touchy subject, because not everybody wants to admit and to say, okay, we have a problem. I mean, I had somebody working for me recently, young, 22, and he said, I've never been to the dentist. I was like, what? I thought, you're kidding. And he was serious. And I said, I don't realize it, but I take my kid every 6 months for a checkup since he was little. And I said, but your teeth will all fall out by the time you're 40. You will have no teeth left because you didn't look after them. And I started to ask questions after that, believe it or not, Nicolae, because I was curious. I thought, is it the norm here? This is last year. And I asked people, do you go to the dentist? How often? When did you start going to the dentist? Who is your dentist? How is your dentist? And I was actually surprised by the response. I thought many more people do go to the dentist than actually do. Did you? I'm sure you know that better than me.
Yeah, it's true.
But it was surprising for me.
There are two things you can discuss and talk about teeth which are treated, which is, I would say, the more important situation. So you can say if the solution they got is good or not. And this is an opinion. And you can talk also about the situation about people who have no treatment or prothetical treatment for their teeth. So these are the two major ways how you can approach the story about dental police.
I think the case in Romania is also a question of the money, all right? Because I asked, and people were very frank about it, and they said, it's very expensive. Now, maybe because I come from outside and have a different outlook. It is expensive, but the way I look at it, let's say it costs, I don't know, for a regular visit, 200 lei. And you do it every year, and you maintain it. Because if you don't, by the time you don't do anything and all your teeth fall out, it costs you 10 times more.
That's true.
But that's the way that I see it, and I look at it. So we grew up with an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. By the way, all the money I have is in my teeth, so there's a fortune in here.
Yeah.
Yes. Another special thing is that he's giving like a consultancy. Like, for example, if you need somebody to explain where is the best, you have different offers in the market in Romania or other countries. So if he's not available at that time to offer services, he can help as an opinion, to advise.
Or we recommend somebody else?
Yeah, so that is important too, because he's very honest, to share his experience. I mean, some of the people, they will recommend only subjective, like, okay, I know this guy, but I mean, in this field, it's like any other domain. You need to know if a specific technology is good for you, or if you need another thing. I mean, you have a lot of options, to choose for your health,
This is one part. In my opinion, this is very important, but I think there is even more important the idea that in dentistry and also in other medical fields, yes, the word fields, in medical fields, there is no neutral consultancy. So there is not a doctor who doesn't want to treat you, where you can go, and he is paid only for his knowledge and for his know-how about what you want to get or what you got. So, for example, there are many people which are not happy with their treatment, or maybe they are not happy with the proposal of the doctors. Every doctor, and this is also true for my person, wants to make money. It's a business.
Oh,
the doctor who is explaining me, I don't make business, I'm working only for the people, it's hard to believe for me.
You don't buy it, huh?
I don't buy it anymore. After 30 years of dentistry, everybody has to pay. Yeah. But
they're
it's
not
true.
here to cure the people because they want to do good for
It's
the people?
It's about business.
Bummer.
It's about business. And I know maybe some doctors will say, no, that's not true, and what is Nicolae saying, but this is my opinion, and after 30 years I can have my own opinion.
Of course you can.
And I can tell you, you have first of all a family, you have to pay the rent for the house, you have to pay your vacation, you want to buy a watch, you want I don't know what. So this goes only with money. If you don't make a good business, you can be the best doctor in the world, you get bankrupt. So nobody can tell me about this more than I can say now, in my opinion. So if you come to a doctor, he always tries to do the best for you, but he's looking for sure if he wants to make money, and if the doctor is driving a nice car and he has a big house, a Porsche for example, yes, then he's doing money. And this goes with his knowledge, with his talent, how good he is, but he has to be also a businessman. Well, I'm taking the people out from this kind of situation. They come, for example, to me because this was my idea, and I say again, I don't know existing something like that in this way in the world. He's coming to me and he will tell me, or she will tell me, well, my doctor wants to do this, this, and this. And I can tell them if this is, in my opinion, the best solution, the fastest solution, the solution with the smallest amount of stress or pain. And maybe also if it is the less expensive solution. And this can happen before they go back to their doctor or another doctor. They don't have to come to me. I don't want to treat them. This is not about the treatment and the money I want to make with them. This is about a
It's about
consultant.
steering them in the right direction?
That's all. This is my opinion. This you can do, different possibilities. You can take each of them. They ask you this price. These are the prices because I have no interest to make money with them with the treatment.
Right.
They pay my consultancy, which is much, 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 much less than a big treatment. And then they know for sure from somebody who is not interested to make money with the treatment, I repeat, this is very important, yes, what they can get or what are these or other solutions. And this is before the treatment. The same can happen after the treatment. Somebody is coming and they tell me, look at my teeth, look how I bite, look how I feel, I don't feel well, look how my gum is looking like. Do you think it's okay? Did he make or has done the most of it or not? This is another consultancy, because some people pay not much money and they wait for the best solution. It's not possible. If somebody is in a high position of dentistry, he has to get paid. This is for sure.
Well, it's from the experience also you're getting the money.
Yeah. So they can see again like a consultancy and not a second opinion. This is a difference. Second opinion, you go to another doctor. The doctor looks and he always finds something. And then he says, well, no, I do better. Then you have to go through the second
Then you go to
situation.
the third opinion.
Again, the stress, the pain, and the money, and maybe you are not okay with the result from the second doctor. So difference between second opinion and consultancy is here. It's only about my talking and about mine explaining to you as a patient, I don't want to treat you. You go back to where you have been, or you get satisfied because you are now understood it's the most you can get for this money using these techniques. If you pay more, ask for more technique, then you can get more. This is the situation which you always will be informed about.
Interesting.
Amazing.
Yeah, very interesting. Different.
And how would you advise the celebrities, for example? Because we spoke about at the beginning with the Dream Makers agency. I mean, if somebody is going to choose to go in Hollywood as an actor, and sometimes I saw this mistake that some of the people that choose the most shining white to have their teeth, you know, they're looking like a ceramic in the bathroom, you know.
I
So
know.
It's
what you're
like
talking
ceramic in the bathroom, yeah.
yes, yes, yes. Well, I know some example. I don't want to mention, but I have even some of my
I
friends.
think I know who you're talking about.
Yes, yeah. So how would you advise? I mean, the people from the entertainment business, like if they go to the global level.
Well, in my opinion, this is a question of desire. If you want to have this very, very white teeth, which is a very usual solution in the US, it's even very easy to achieve, because for a technician to make very white, simply red crowns or facets or veneers or something is not very difficult. If you try to get in a more aesthetic zone, then it becomes difficult, because this very white teeth often doesn't match with the person. So this is, or this depends on the advice of the doctor, of the dentist. If he says you have to get the whitest teeth because I see it like that, in my opinion, it's a mistake. If the patient
a mile away.
Yeah. If the patient says, I want to have them extremely white, in my opinion, you have to talk with him about that. That's not very natural. It would look maybe even strange in a way. If not now, maybe in 10 years. And if you insist, you can get them.
No
It's
coffee,
problem.
no red wine, no nothing, right?
No, it's no problem. If you have
doesn't matter?
crowns or veneers, this you can drink as much as you want. If
Oh, well, that's good news.
Yeah.
I want to ask you, I know they have a lot of the bleaching kits and the teeth whitening kits. They're very big in America.
Yes, this.
And you can buy them in the pharmacy.
Yeah.
And they're not like hugely expensive like if you go to the dentist.
Yes, but there you cannot use wine or coffee or smoking, because this will color the teeth back.
Oh, okay, so very bad idea.
No,
Some of them are even
not-
fake, and I have even some people I know, like a few years ago, they got all the teeth destroyed by this technology. I mean, they made a mistake to use it. And so it's depending on which company, where you order it. If you go online and you buy it for $19.99, for sure it's going to be a
That's,
problem.
yeah, because I saw it on TV also.
Yeah.
You have to be attentive, because it's more than that. You have to appreciate and see the condition of the teeth, first of all. It's not so easy.
How
It's
did you get
usual,
started in this? How did you know that's the direction you want to go?
About dentistry or about
Yeah, in
this
general.
kind? In general.
And then you went specifically there. How come?
It was a feeling. I felt like that. I was always looking for a difference to the other dentists, because, like I said before, it's usual to make crowns or prosthetics or parodontology or implants. This was the usual thing. So I was looking for something special. And the special was, first of all, this dental police, because nobody was doing this in the world. It was about fashion only. And fashion is about aesthetics, it's about how you look like. But before you look very well in your clothes, you have to look also, in my opinion, very good with your smile. So it's very important how your smile is. And the smile, now talking only in medical terms, it's difficult to make very good. It's more or less simple to make it good, but if you want to get in the highest level, it's not easy. It's difficult. You have to use more techniques, and you have to use also more knowledge in dentistry. Secondly was the story with the consultancy, which also nobody made, because everybody worked for having a good result and making money. I wanted to go out of this position and be in a position where I talk about what you can get without wanting to treat you, so just a discussion, like I said, or to speak about the results you got there where you have been. And the third
I think I'm sorry to interrupt. I would be very depressed if I got all this work done and I came to you and you said it's not done very well. I think I would sit and cry.
Yes, but...
so what I should have done is come to you before I went to do it and spent all that money.
Would be the better solution, so you can see and know, and I can show you where you can get. If you get to a dentist, which is your free opinion to choose, then you have to deal with the result. But this is another discussion. So,
okay, sorry, number 3.
Yeah, number 3, which I think is the most interesting thing, is about this art in dentistry with the paintings on the inside and the outside.
All right, we have to get you a catchy name for it, yeah?
Yeah, clear.
We have to think about that.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you put the patient out and then there's no pain involved, is there pain?
No, this has nothing to do with pain. This is the usual pain for dental treatment in prosthetics.
Okay, because if they don't give me gas and that, it's
no,
ain't gonna happen.
there's no.
And the idea of someone coming to poke me with a tattoo, no thank you very much.
It's a tattoo on the crown. The crown is made by the technician. Then we have to go to the artist, which will paint the desired form or picture, and then the technique to make it last forever in your mouth without losing quality.
Nicolae, this could be the start of something big, because he's just announced it on the show.
Yeah.
And like in a year from now, when we talk about it, and you've been to New York to do, I don't know.
Donald Trump.
I was just thinking about that. I said, I'm not going to go there.
It's not impossible. I can tell you.
Nothing is impossible.
Yeah.
But, I will be able to ask you, how many countries did you go to and who, and maybe you will be able, because don't forget he's not allowed to talk about his clientele, which was one of the reasons I thought you're going to come and tell me some stories, and then I was like, he can't talk about it. And I'm like, that's not so amazing.
Yeah, because he positioned himself as a quality dentist, and he wanted to keep it like a private. But now discussing
like
about
my
this,
lawyer.
Yeah, discussing about this new project where we are trying to involve him a little bit on the global map. That is a trend to have a deal with Kardashian. I don't know, some of the celebrities globally, where you push a little bit your ideas through the endorsement. So that is the way at the global level. So
we have to get him into LA.
Yeah, and I was just thinking like a brainstorming. That is my business, to think about ideas. I was thinking about even an online platform, like an application, where the people even is not for real, face to face. Maybe they can exchange like advices verbally. Like for example, Doc, I am from LA, and I would like to change this and this and that. So he cannot tell the advice 100% because he doesn't see the real. But at least to ask as a business wise, like, okay, do you think it's expensive? Is $20,000 in Munich, or I can go for 15,000 in Los Angeles? So somehow, as a business wise, some people they will ask, because for a certain level you need to pay some money to have the best quality. So it could be like a touristical, dental touristical, like advice. This is my idea for if you promote it at the right level, and that is going to be like my challenge somehow. To make Nicolae to be a little bit like a global known dentist, not to be only Bucharest or Romanian, or Germany. So I'm trying to combine a little bit from our experience, and that is like a portfolio for Dream Makers Agency. That is the idea, to push people from different regions.
We actually have to just get the right person.
Yeah.
If you get the right person in the right place and the right time, it will.
I just mentioned when we came on the way here, and I mentioned about your amazing idea with Royal Ascot, and to mention again for our viewers that somehow it was your idea how to boost the appearance of some of the talents from ladies from Romania. Usually in the Royal Ascot, what is the biggest event?
Wild.
Yeah.
It was wild. They've never seen anything like it.
Yeah. So the moment we arrived there, we knew that if we do something specially, it's going to be like an amazing attraction. So Mrs. Nora came with the idea to bring Cristi Pascu, one of the most famous hairstylers in Romania, to take some of the talents from our show. And one day before we got everybody in London, they made the hair in the shape of hats. So the moment we arrive in front of the Royal Ascot Royal Enclosure gate, all the press jumping on the girl. So even Kate Middleton official page, even is a fan page, they put the pictures from this trip. Yeah, so it was an instant synergy, and that to come back to my idea with Augustin Watchmaker, when I took that watch and gave it to Stallone, or the math bags, put it in the movie Creed. So we have that experience to push a little bit the people in different domains. So that is a challenge also for this area. And I see him as one of the revolutionary, let's say, brainstormer in this field, because to come with this consultancy and plus with the art as an idea, we can combine a package for his appearance in the international map. So we will discuss about that more the next weeks.
I'm just trying to think. I've seen the grills, I've seen the diamonds, and I don't think I've ever actually seen anything like this before.
No, it's unique. It's unique, and you can imagine that you said I cannot talk about the people. Well, I cannot talk about the people because it's law like that, and I think it's normal. But if we speak about aesthetics, if we speak about crowns, if we speak about these paintings on the crown, if somebody will make it and will smile, it will be seen like an imprint, and it's unique.
Okay, so if I was to do something like that, I would be smiling all the time, and people would be asking me about it, and I would want them to know about it, and that's not only good for you, but it's a big, wide door opening.
Yeah, it's a decision. Like you say, I want to drive, I don't know, this car, or I want to wear these shoes. It's a decision.
All advertising.
Yeah, and it can be also on the inside, like I said, on the crown, where not everybody can see it, but you know it, you have it.
And now to have a little bit a touch of the Hollywood ideas, why not make a contract with James Bond franchise, where we're going to make the 001, 002, 003 for all the spies from the franchise. No, but I was thinking that, we discussed that before, that the movies, to have an endorsement, to have an exposure, product placement in movies, I think is one of the biggest deal in terms of marketing, because you have billions of people watching an A-list movie somehow. Yeah. Like for example, when I put my brand Super Combat in SK, actually, yeah. I put it in the movie Creed 2 with Stallone. That movie has got already $250 million income, and is globally everywhere. It's like on DVD, on platforms, cinema, everywhere in the world. So now, even some people, they didn't notice at the first sight, but through the media, when I'm mentioning that I put that brand in the movie, it's like, wow, I saw it again. I have a lot of people now watching again the movie, wanting to see that my brand is there. So that is like a credibility. It's like a power.
I did that. Yeah. I have to be honest. I did that.
Yeah, you did it too.
I did it too, because the first time I saw it, and then I went back and I said, now I really paid attention. I did that exactly.
Yeah. So you see, for 15 minutes,
and
I got
SK
my brand
everywhere.
Yes, SK everywhere in the ring. So it's forever. I mean, if I remember my first ever movie when I saw it when I was a child, and I will make a connection with you also about boxing. It was Rocky 1. Actually, my father is a boxing trainer in Ploiești, and all of his brothers, 6 brothers, they are boxers. So from that is coming my, like my first ideas to become a promoter, And to tell you the truth, when I met Nicolae, I didn't know that. I cannot tell his age, but I was like shocked. And for me, it's like an inspiration.
You can tell my age, no problem.
It's now it's an inspiration for me to say, oh, I have so many years to look young and fresh and tonic. So he's 58 or 59?
58.
58. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, his tonus, and he's doing boxing every day. He's going for a gym for boxing, like a white collar boxing, like you can do it forever, like not for a competition. But that lifestyle and the way we discuss about celebrity lifestyle, that is the idea. The way you show up, the way you behave yourself to be young forever. I mean, some of the people they look in their ID, they see their age, and they take the clothes from the dressing according to the age. No, you don't need to see like that.
No,
you have to be like all the time, forever.
When
young.
I saw him today, I said, "Wow, very cool dentist."
Thank you.
No, because you do.
Yeah.
I mean, let me put it this way: if I looked at you, I wouldn't know that you were a dentist. I expect a bit more, in my mind, traditional. I like it. It's very cool.
He's looking like a DJ from Major Festival, huh?
I did not say DJ. I didn't say DJ. You said DJ.
I don't want to look like a usual dentist. I never lived like a usual dentist, if we can say that.
And you don't think like a usual dentist,
No,
so
I don't think, no.
because the direction you're going in.
No, has less to do with dentistry. This has to do with some special
This
points
is
in
artistry
dentistry.
now.
Yes.
We're actually going from dentistry to artistry.
Yes. And it's also something about being unique. You can decide in this field, which is unbelievable, you can decide to be unique with your paintings in your mouth, which can be seen or not. This is another decision. But it's unicity.
For sure, for some of the entertainment artists, they'll be amazed. I mean,
They will love this.
I can
This
even
is
call some
exactly
of them
where
to
you
come in
go.
Bucharest. I mean, they will take their jet. They see about this for media, to have a jet arriving in Otopeni Airport or Banasa, and to come for 1 weekend for this kind of art.
Yeah.
That is the
Oh
promotional
my gosh, the media
tool.
we could do with that would be incredible.
Yeah. We can have a press conference in the airport, like, okay, look how many people are coming to see. No, but I mean, this is the idea. The Romanian people, the entrepreneurial, field, they need to think about that, because I notice around Romania a lot of many good ideas, but they don't have they don't trust themselves at that level, so they can jump at the next international level. Because I see Bulgarians, Croatian around. I mean, if you look at around our country, and they have more vision for the international market. And it's pity, because actually you can transform this kind of activity with the same energy to become like a global brand.
Absolutely.
It can be an international coverage. So. That is our mission somehow with the Dreammakers Agency, because we made this partnership together with Mrs. Nora for this amazing project to push a little bit. We started with Romanian people at the beginning, but actually it's a global concept.
It's become global. It started out,
global.
I would say, probably more locally. It's now going to be much more international. Yesterday we did some editing. I have to say, I love the footage. I was telling everybody today.
The post-production, yeah.
I said, it's so funny, some of it. I said, I'm so impressed with it. It's much better than I expected. I didn't tell you that.
Yeah.
So I'm pleased about that.
Yeah.
And all of this is very exciting for me, because you told me, you were a bit naughty today, because he told me a little bit, but he didn't tell me all this, and now he knew I was going to get excited. We need to get the right, few people, and it will then poof.
Yeah, it will be like a super team.
Because I think it's so, I want to be there when I will be there to watch it, right?
Yeah, sure. For sure.
As long as there's no blood or any pain, I'm very good. I'm cool with that.
By the way, speaking about our pride being from Romania, it doesn't matter as a nationality, but I mean we live in Romania now,
yeah.
And it was my mission somehow to prove that we can transform a little bit, even we are 10,000 miles from Los Angeles, a little bit to bring the attention in Bucharest and around different activities. And I remember when I spoke with the mayor from Buftea, where is actually the studios in Buftea, and the guy said, if you bring a famous actor or celebrity from around the world, I will give him a free land from my own properties. I mean, from his private properties, only to attract, because this is the idea. You need to attract a little bit, like for example, even the Nigerian, they have Nollywood. they have Bollywood in India, they have Hollywood. Why not a Rollywood? I mean, to have an emblematic, like.
That's another idea. Okay. No.
So that is the idea, to attract the people here to come, like to trust a little bit some of the potential from the Romanian flavor.
I think that when we just did some filming in Mamaia and they came over and saw what's available, and other people will start to see it, I think the market's going to open up big time here.
Yeah.
In the next 2 years, we can try and push it forward.
Yeah, now not to be subjective, but I mean, we had like around 30 people invited from different countries for the production of the movie in summer. And at the end of that week, for the first part, we filmed part of the movie, we received on the WhatsApp like their opinion about their experience. And it was amazing to see that everybody said the same phrase, like it was the best ever experience in my life. I mean, for them, what they got maybe 20 years, 10 years, 5 years in different movies and other entertainment fields, they were amazed about this energy here. I mean, somehow we put all together all the elements.
We had a British team, we had a Romanian team, we had a Swiss team.
Yeah.
And it was rewarding, actually, I would use the word rewarding, to read about how they felt, because you think, you get involved and it's all crazy and you're in the moment. And then people left and they took a step back and they thought about it, and it was incredible and rewarding for me to read it. I don't know how you felt.
Yeah, I mean, it's for real. I mean, so that is the idea, to take this energy, this passion, and to export it globally, and after that to come back a little bit back home and to be proud that we have something to show. I mean, like before, when we show something in sports, in culture, now is our mission somehow to bring a little bit, to help a little bit. I mean, you don't need to be a politician to help Romania. You can be a dentist to help us. I mean,
he may end up doing a lot more to put it on the map.
And I promise you, maybe not weekly, but we will try to discover some of the people as influencers and different vectorial, like mission to help this concept, for the Dreammakers Agency. And in some case, they will help us because, for example, Nicolae can help us with advices from his experience being in this international market.
For sure.
And in exchange, we will help us with some of our clients and networking, because I'm seeing now instantly where we can go. I mean, we have so many, like for example, I've been in the One Life Rally Championship. We got 70, more than 1 million per year businessmen as a turnover with their Lamborghini, Bugatti, Ferrari. I mean, the most expensive car, it was like $3 million, the cheapest one, 200,000, this kind of level. So all these people, they became like a family. They have their group when they discuss and they share experience. And even they have now a trip in the ski resort in Italy where they invite each other to come for ski. I mean, even is that, so they do every year like a race, like a lifestyle, like Gumball, if you know Gumball. So think about these people, they pay for this special week, but actually they exchange their ideas, their advices. So somehow they recommend each other. Service is the best, and I will see some of them making a tattoo on the tooth with Bugatti or something.
They would love something like this, actually. I met some of the guys when I went to Athens. I think that this is also a crowd that would love it, because it's so different.
Yeah.
And people like what's different. Not everybody. You've got, let's say, I would say 50% are like, no, I want to do my thing.
For sure, yeah.
And then you have, okay, maybe even 70%. Then you have the 30% like me, like Edward, and I'll say, oh, really different? Oh, okay, I like it. I'm ready to try it.
Yeah, these people count.
So, well, they're the ones then that the other 70% going, oh, maybe one day I will, or
yeah, exactly.
But somebody has to be the first to do it, right?
For sure.
Yeah.
I want to be there when you do.
Yeah.
I'm so curious.
I
about
love
that.
it. It's no problem.
Anything else you want to add?
No, that is the message actually, that it was an example that we will try to discover around the world people with talents, with something special to show to the others and to inspire people. So slowly we will have a network in that level. So it's going to be let's say a mutual benefit for everybody. I mean, to share this vision at the end. And you're going to be also our angel supporting us, because I said to Mrs. Nora that the moment she arrived, we met actually in Hollywood, exactly on the day, one day before the Oscars awards, and she was dressing one of the winner actually. So we didn't know at that time, but I wish her that I said I'm sure that you're gonna win an Oscar tomorrow with your
dress.
Yeah. So it was actually a suit, like
With the suit, yes,
from the
which he
Seroussi-
did,
Seroussi
and that's how
brand.
the whole thing started.
Yeah, so after that,
that's
she
nice.
likes my vision, so we combine our efforts, and somehow it's like an amazing, it's combining Beverly Hills with Bucharest and the other way back. So some of the people from Hollywood, they saw the trailer and they're thrilled about that. They said they want to see it on cinema because we will launch that pilot around the beginning of December, worldwide. So it's going to be a mission for us.
We have a lot of things to do.
Yeah, I'm happy about that.
Thank you for joining me, Nicolae. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Always lovely to see you, Edward.
Thank you very much.
And your energy. And we're going to be doing so much together in the future. This is a catch-up. And I'd like to say good night. Thank you for joining us, and see you next week. Ciao.